so we got everything hooked up. We are going through the functional testing process right now. The first step is to get it to freeze, and then we're going to pull a vacuum on it, make sure everything is working inside, and then we're going to do what they call the burn cycle, which is just initialize it with some cheap bread or something to make sure everything's working properly. So on this screen, we've turned on the freeze, and we're going to run that for about half an hour, and then once it gets freezing temperature, we're going to turn on the vacuum. We're going to run that for half an hour, and if all that is good, pulls a good vacuum, then we know we got a good machine and we can start the first cycle.
So you're probably wondering, what the heck am I doing? We just went through the machine cycle to make sure that it gets the proper pressure and nothing's leaking. We're good there. So now it says basically just take some bread and dampen it. Don't wet it too much. And put it on the trays and stick it in the freeze dryer. Hey guys, welcome back to Homestead Hideaway. Today I'm gonna run through actual food in my harvest rate machine. This is gonna be day one. We already did the bread, working through the machine, just the test run, but this is actually going to be food that we can eat. I did have a few different things that I wanted to put in there. I wanted to do 1 tray of bananas, wanted to do 1 tray of gummies to see how they do. I wanted to do 1 tray of pickles and 1 tray of olives. Well, then I did some reading, and you're not supposed to really put all those things in together. Because what's going to end up happening is you're going to have a pickled banana or a banana pickle. And that doesn't really sound too pleasant. So I decided to just go with the green olives, the pickles, and the banana peppers today. And that way we're not mixing flavors that probably shouldn't be mixed. So we're going to get this going. We're going to start off with green olives. I figure this will be a really cool, crunchy topping for like a salad. Alright. So I also read that parchment paper is a good thing to use on these freeze dryers, so that way nothing really sticks to the actual tray itself. So I'm going to go ahead and try that. That way I don't ruin the trays. My hands are clean. The next one that I'm going with is the pickle chips. Spear dilled pickle chips, or pickles. I'm hoping they'll be really good chips. Okay, so what I'm doing right now is with the pickles, I am just blotting them, getting all or most of the water out of them, so that way they're as dry as they can be. With the green olives, once I put them on the tray, after kind of getting all the water out, squeezing the water out, I then took a paper towel and just went over the top of them and rolled it over the top to suck up some of that moisture. So again, that's what I'm doing right here, is just soaking up some of the moisture before I go ahead and lay them in the tray. So while I'm prepping my plates, I'm starting the cool down process of the machine. It takes about 15 minutes to do, so that gives me the perfect time to get everything on the trays, so when it's done, I can pop them in. The next tray I'm going to do is the banana peppers, and I find these to be a delicious topping for salads as well. And as you can tell, I like the crunch effect, so I feel like these will be a perfect add to my salads. So let's see how they come out. And make sure you stick around to the end of the video, because I'm going to show you how all these turn out. I'm either going to be pleasantly surprised with the outcome, or I'm going to be very disappointed. I'm hoping I'm pleasantly surprised. And again, same process. just get all the water that you can out of whatever you're putting on the trays, so that way your harvest right doesn't have to work as hard. Okay, the machine is ready. It is cooled down and ready for the trays to go in. Now, before the trays go in, you have to come over here and turn that valve in a closed position. So close the valve, so that way you don't get any seepage and the machine can do its suction. Put it on in there. And remember, stick around to the end because you want to see how these turned out. At least I do. Stuff that's most potent, and put that at the top. So the pickles, they're gonna go on the top shelves. Alright guys, so it is about 6:30 in the morning. This unit got done. I could hear it start beeping around 4:30 this morning, so that's when it actually finished. And let's see how these came out. I don't think I've ever gone to try pickles and all these things this early in the morning, but we're gonna do it. Alright, so we're going in. Let's see if they're like pickle chips. They're actually really good. Even at 6:30 in the morning. This is the olive. Pretty good. Although I think the olives need more dry time. The olives definitely have to go back in. They need a little bit more time to dry. So I'll go ahead and do that. They actually would be really, really good on a salad. The banana peppers. They look nice and dried out. Again, it's real early, but we're gonna go for it. Pretty good. These make awesome chips. Adding a little bit of water to see how they reconstitute. So as you can see, the one on the left is definitely back to normal. Well, thank you for joining me today, and now you know that pickles are good and they make great pickle chips, and we know olives are good as well in the freeze dryer, and so are banana peppers. So I did get a chance to throw them in the Mylar bag, obviously not the olives because they're still drying out a little bit more. But make sure you hit that subscribe button and notification bell because I'm going to have a lot more experiments with this new machine. Take care guys, we'll see you next time. Bye now.